What's up, nerds? Phoenix from Phoenix TV here with episode 14, an episode I've been looking forward to for forever, so much so that I've even been working on this thing for the last 2 episodes just to get some of the stuff ready. This is going to be possibly my favorite build of all time, and I haven't even built it yet. Like, I seriously have never built this in one big piece yet. So, I'm going to head out the back, and I'm going to start putting down some pieces that I'm going to need. Okay, part 1. There's going to be 2 droppers facing either direction on this. I need them to be powered to fire automatically. That could be challenging. Okay, first thing I'm going to need is a double chest, 2 hoppers, and another double chest because I totally forgot about those. Pull these out of the way, move that up there. Now, with that, I can build both of those up there, then I can build the double hopper. One facing that way, one facing that way, and on top of that, it's going to be a chest. Facing the wrong way, apparently. Give me that back. There we go. Take out those blocks. And that is going to power everything from here on out. Okay, I need 2 droppers to go on top of that, and those are findable somewhere. Droppers. Not a dispenser, a dropper, so I don't need that. I just need, okay. I have cobblestone. The bow and arrow, a little more difficult, but I do have stone. I got a lot of stone. Dropper, 1 and 2. One that way, one that way. Now, I need to make them fire automatically. And that circuit, let me go look it up because I made this thing in pieces, but I don't recall exactly what it looked like. So let me get a good look at that real quick. Okay. So the back needs comparators. And then interesting. I don't have comparators. What do those take? Oh, those take nether quartz. Well, I guess we're going to the nether soon. In the meantime, let's get the other pieces, such as the redstone repeaters, which I can only make 1 of at the moment. Now I need 3 more. That's 2, and that's 3 of those. And they will face like this. And those will need to be connected to redstone. And now on the front, I need, okay. The front also needs redstone repeaters. So I need the blocks to go out front. And I need to make these jump, basically. That shouldn't be too bad. I can do this. I can go over like that. Make some more stone bricks. And then one right here. God. Move those out, put that there. Put that there. And when something fires out of one of those, it should, in theory, fire both directions over top of it. Right? Well, what better way than to give it a test? Something nice and even. 8 sticks. Possibly. Oh, that's right, I don't have the comparators in. What am I thinking? Okay, time out. This is the basic part. I need to go get some nether quartz. To the nether. To get some nether quartz. Oh, it's a zombie. Well, hello, zombie. Let's go on to dry land. And here we go. Hopefully I don't die immediately. I didn't. Need to find some other quartz quick before everything goes bad. Like it's trying to do. Another quartz. Oh, jeez. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Don't hit me first. Let me through. Alright, good. "24 pieces of quartz. Not bad. That should be more than enough for the amount of comparators I'm going to need. I think it's like 4 total. Okay, and 2 comparators facing outward. No, outward. Like that. And now, if everything works right, I should get 2 torches on either side. Right? No? Yes? Alright. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. I got it. Minor hiccup. Computers need to face outward. Okay. Let's try that again, even though I got both sticks. Sweet. Block off the side so nothing shoots out the side and we'll be fine. Cool. That is the bottom piece of this mechanism. Now, believe it or not, I need to move toward the top. Okay, so now that I have the basic thing there, I will... Jesus. Alright, now that I have the basics done there, I will need to set up the system. That means that the bottom piece is going to be there. Actually, these 4. And on top of them will be the hoppers that I didn't bother to take with me. Brilliant. We can go ahead and place those in. Those aren't too bad. 2 chests there. And then I need trap chests, which I don't really know where to find. And then a chest they are. But I need tripwire. I make tripwire. Okay, and that is most of the evenly dividing the items system. There's one more thing which is going to run out the back of this, which requires some blocks that I hope I have. Okay, I'm going to try and do my best to do this on camera. I'm not the greatest at stuff like this, but I'm going to give it a shot. It's comparator out that way, comparator out that way, redstone with 2 ticks. Yeah, 2 ticks, and then this one is facing inward with maximum. 2 torches out like that, and then redstone over the top. And that, to my understanding, that basically turns off these two, turns off those 2 hoppers, which then stops them from pulling straight from these, which allows the other ones to go into their own things. So basically that'll take everything out of this chest, put it into these 2 chests, and then half the time they'll go into these 2, and half the time they'll go out to the sides, which evenly distributes everything, which is what I'm looking to do. And that right there is 2 parts of the coal train, where I'll be able to automatically put in coal at the bottom chest, and then that'll dispense into 2 item elevators, which will push everything up to the top into that chest, which will then spread them out evenly between these 4, into these rails, which will have mine carts with chests in them, and then those are going to cycle through various places, kind of in a circle pattern. That way they constantly get refilled. I don't have to fill up every single furnace every time, and it's going to look really, really cool. But before I can do any of that, I do need to finish up the last bit of this build, which is the getting all the items up there. And the only way to do that is with an item elevator. Okay, and that's one side. Now for the other one. There we go. Finally, after exhausting all of my iron resources, I believe that's all the hoppers I need. You know, just all of them. Ever. Jeez. Okay. So test number 1 to see if it goes through this. I'm going to throw this piece of redstone in there. It's going to flow around into that piston. And I press this button. It gets pushed to the top. Get off my pyramid. Now, throw the water back in there. Drop the redstone in there. And then whenever it gets into the back part, you press this button. And the redstone goes to the top. Cool. So it works. It's just a matter of doing it on both sides. And then just a quick test on this side to make sure it's functional. Throw that in there. It's pushed all the way to that, and then out the top. Good. Ignoring the fact that they both went out the back, which is not really what I was looking for. Other than that, I think we're in good shape. Now, we just gotta connect that to this, and that to that. Let's get after it. Ow. That is the tube up to the top of that one. Now, I need even more of pretty much everything. No, I have more glass. Maybe I can do that. I'm in such a spot I might not even be able to make the rail. Just that I'll have the platform ready, because I am pretty much fresh out of iron. Like, completely. It's a little ridiculous, but at the same time, really cool. I need to test whether or not that goes all the way up, because if it doesn't, it gets shot out the side and into all the wiring back here, then we got a minor problem. So we'll see. Did it make it to one of these? Yep, it made it to that hopper. That's good. That's what I wanted to see. I'd like to be able to see in. Hopefully that doesn't destroy everything. So after completing both item elevators, putting in a back so I can climb up to the top, and there's a maintenance ladder thing. Then I'm going to need to get up to the mine carts. Lady Phoenix is here. She had fun at clinicals today. Everything should work, and I'm going to put my 64 coal into this double chest. If it works right, they should automatically fire out of these. Rapid fire. And then whenever they're all done, I'll press either one of these two buttons, and that will push both pistons up, shoot them up to the top. They'll come out at the top, land in a hopper, hopper over to that top chest, get split into the lower chest, and eventually land in a hopper ready for a mine cart with a chest in it to pick it up. If any step in that goes wrong, I'm going to be sad. Ready? Are you ready, Lady Phoenix? Mm-hmm. She's ready. The coal is firing. Possibly a little offside, but luckily that's in the bottom, so I can catch those and throw them in manually if I need to. Okay. How much went askew? 18. Not the greatest percentage, but okay, at least that system works more or less. Admittedly, I'd like it to work a little better, but it works for now. Now, once all the coal gets into its spot, right there, press this button, and I'm not going to know what it does until I get up there. Hopefully went all the way to the top, hit the hoppers. Hopper number 1. Looking for something like 16, maybe a little more because they're off. 15, 16, 17, 15. That's pretty even. That's fantastic. Now, whenever I find enough iron to actually do anything else, because all my iron went into this thing, I'll be able to put in the mine carts as the chests, and I'll be able to pick up the coal, head off in their different directions, and automatically put coal into whatever furnace stuff I need. I am beyond pleased, regardless of Lady Phoenix's indifference. Anyway, that was episode 14 of Let's Play Minecraft with Phoenix TV. Be sure to subscribe so you can see what I build next week. Lady Phoenix wants me to casually mention Slender Dan and B2 Rad. They're awesome as well. Thanks for watching.